The evening was unforgettable. In truth, a celebration of Ethan Parker's creation. In an elegantly appointed hall, tastefully decorated and illuminated by sumptuous chandeliers, Ethan Parker had been honored with the Literary Medal, one of the most prestigious awards in the literary world. The audience, composed of distinguished figures from society, had risen to their feet applauding as he ascended the stage. With a modest smile and a brief speech, Ethan thanked his readers and all those who had supported him. A special mention was made to Skyline Literary House Chicago and Charlotte Easton. After the ceremony, Ethan, together with a small circle of friends and close collaborators, made his way to an exclusive restaurant. The atmosphere was relaxed yet elegant. Wine glasses clinked loudly, laughter filled the room, and conversations alternated rapidly between literary subjects and the latest society scandals. Ethan, in high spirits, savored every moment. Lorna, the beautiful woman at his side, smiled and was attentive to his every need, ensuring nothing was wanting. Ethan and Lorna whispered to each other, then discreetly rose from the table, making their way toward the restaurant's restroom. On their return, they paused in a secluded corner of the hallway. The semi-darkness offered them a surprising intimacy. Lorna, dressed in a red gown that accentuated her silhouette, looked into his eyes and smiled provocatively. "Tonight is about you, Ethan," she said, stepping closer and gently touching his arm. "Let's go upstairs, just for a few moments alone." Ethan didn't respond with words. Instead, he lowered his head and kissed her. The kiss was brief but intense. For a few seconds, they seemed to have forgotten the world existed. They climbed the stairs to the next floor and settled into two adjacent armchairs. They kissed with passion. In a corner of the corridor, Ethan caught a movement. When he lifted his gaze over Lorna's shoulder, he saw her. Sandra. She stood there, close enough to see everything, yet far enough away to have gone unnoticed until that moment. Her large eyes were filled with tears, and her face betrayed profound suffering. In a fraction of a second, she broke into tears, turned away, and fled down the opposite corridor. "Ethan? What happened?" Lorna asked, feeling the sudden tension in his body. "Nothing. I thought I saw someone," he replied, trying to sound as calm as possible. Lorna didn't press further. Ethan remained silent, while guilt began to weigh upon him. Later, Lorna asked him the same question twice. "What's wrong?" she asked, studying him carefully. "You're lost in thought." Ethan hadn't had the courage to acknowledge the fragility of that relationship. And now, the revelation that Sandra loved him threw him into a state of profound unrest. Sandra or Lorna? The question hung unspoken in the air between them. Ethan contained his emotions, attempting to control himself. This moment was precious, but the intimacy concealed far deeper questions. How long could he continue like this? How long could he deny what his heart was telling him? Lorna interlaced her fingers with his, attempting to bridge the distance. "What are you thinking about? You know you can tell me anything." Looking into her eyes, Ethan reflected on how difficult it is to lie to a woman. When you believe you've succeeded, in fact, the woman has only pretended to believe you. The weight of that truth pressed down on him. Lorna was here, present, devoted. But somewhere in the darkness of the corridor, Sandra was crying, and he had done nothing to stop her. He had chosen convenience over courage. "You're disordered and confused," Lorna continued softly. "But that's actually your charm, Ethan. Was it?" He wondered. Or was it simply cowardice dressed in complexity?